Hello, Magic Casters of all shapes and sizes! My name is Chance, welcome to my Spellbook, and thank you so much for tuning into another very special episode of our Homebrew Spells series! Now this I expect to be a fan favorite for those of you who have been playing Dungeons & Dragons for quite some time, and to be honest, in my opinion, this spell should have been in 5e from the get-go, but this'll have to satisfy you for a close second. Today we're talking about Swords to Snakes! That is right, the beloved classic is gonna make a comeback, at least on this channel. This level 4 spell is created by the one, the only, the mighty glue stick himself, AJ Pickett. Please check out his channel if you're interested in lore videos, monster videos, or anything D&D. He is an authority on the subject. With that hyped up intro out of the way, let's move on to its mechanics and better flesh this spell out. So your cast time is the standard one action. The range is centered on self but extends for a 60-foot radius, which is incredibly impressive. The duration is 1 minute and it is concentration, so please bear that in mind. The effect at a glance is as followed. Point to a non-magical metal weapon and transform it to either a tiny poison snake or a large constrictor snake. The caster can control the snake as an action so long as the snake remains visible within the caster's radius. Should the snake leave the range or the spell end, the snake reverts back to the weapon. The components are the Holy Trinity: verbal, material, and somatic. Verbal meaning you have to speak forth an incantation, material being the actual weapon itself, and somatic meaning you have to gesture with one hand, in this case a point action. And the school, unsurprisingly, is Transmutation. Fantastic. Now let's take a look at the full description to better flesh this out. The caster points at the target and transforms any form of metallic sword, knife, or even metal rod into a living snake, which the caster can use actions to command. The snake is either a tiny poisonous snake or a large constrictor snake. If the spell ends or the snake leaves the radius, the snake returns to being a weapon. Fantastic stuff. Needless to say, there's a ton of huge benefits to this, not just from a thematic standpoint, but from a mechanical one as well. That being said, let's take a look at some alternative uses and flesh some of them out. So the first one that comes to mind for me personally is use this to make an absolute fool out of someone. For example, you're at a bar or a tavern, and one of the more less than coherent, perhaps, Goliath is just having a bad day. And they see this lowly wizard walk in, and they just see an easy target. So they whip out their greatsword and point it at your throat. You point at it, say some words, and next thing they know, they're holding a poisonous snake. I mean, what a demoralizing blow from that standpoint. I mean, it's pretty cool to imagine it playing out thematically, in all honesty, but, I mean, you know, I think surprise would be warranted. Along that same vein of thought, you could certainly use this to induce panic. For example, someone having a crippling fear of snakes is not that uncommon at all in our world and in the material plane as a whole, so I would make an argument that a well-placed snake attack could have more than just physical consequences. Also, you could certainly use that ability to induce panic to execute some form of grand plan. Along that same vein, you could certainly use this spell to target a, albeit non-magical but still valuable weapon, and literally have it just slither away. I think that would be pretty interesting, and I would definitely allow this spell in one of my games. I just think it'd be kind of fun to see how people could use it, and ultimately reap the most bang for their buck out of it. That being said, if you have any cool ideas, alternative uses, or interesting stories involving swords to snakes, please put it down in the comments section below. I'm just really curious to hear what you guys have to say. There's a lot of people on this channel who have been playing D&D for essentially its entire run, so I'm just really curious. I'm sure you have a ton of cool stories. I want to take a quick moment to thank our patrons as well: Marcos G. Guzman Jr., Reyna, Tanner Frazier, Kenny Garcia, Bruce T, Tato Seal, and Spider-Man and his amazing friends. Thank you so much for the support, guys. I really do appreciate it. And check out our daily live streams from 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. If I'm not able to do it for whatever reason, I always update my communities tab, so check there if I'm running a little bit late and you're not too sure. Also, if you like that cool hand-drawn Dragonborn, please check out our Patreon videos to figure out exactly how to get one of your own hand-drawn D&D pictures. And please check out AJ Pickett, aka the Mighty Glue Stick, link down in the description. Once again, if you like lore videos, if you like D&D, if you like monsters, he is the go-to channel to check out. I really do appreciate him letting me make this spell for you guys. I know a lot of you have been asking about swords to snakes and sticks to snake as well, so please enjoy it. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and as always, happy casting.